what are some examples of how Beijing is seeking to amend or alter their approach in order to deal with the reality, the political reality in these Western countries? I mentioned the US, but like you mentioned Germany. Germany is a great example. So how is China seeking to sort of navigate this in realistic terms?
Well, I think one of the big things is setting up factories overseas. The time-honored way to get around tariff barriers, because in theory it works for everybody, right? You know, you set up a factory overseas. The country in which you set it up gets a factory. So you've got factory jobs, you get to establish some additional factories that supply key components. But it's also great for a place like China because invariably you can continue to export a big chunk of the components that then go into that factory to make whatever it's making. And we're already seeing that in increasing numbers. I mean, this has never really been part of China's economic model. I mean, during COVID, we started seeing some small manufacturers go to Southeast Asia to sort of deal with, diversification of supply chains and, some early trade barriers from the US. But increasingly, if you look at batteries, if you look at China's car makers, they're setting up globally. And I mean, it's fascinating as well. It's almost an implicit acknowledgement that China is sort of taking over the market share of some of the more established industrial country brands as they do it. But that's certainly a trend that we've started to see in the last couple of years. It can only accelerate, really.